Good morning students. In this video we are going to start chapter 4 of class 8 science. So first of all you have to know which chapter will come in the next examination. So this is metals and non-metals. So first listen, to in your half yearly examination total 9 chapters will come, okay, and 9 chapters will come. So 5 chapters already explained. Now this is the 6th one, okay. So see chapter 4 metals and non-metals. So before metals and non-metals we have to know what means the term element. Okay, what do you mean by the term element? The pure substance which cannot be broken into smaller units known as element. For example, copper. For example, oxygen. For example, hydrogen. Known as elements. Once again, what do you mean by elements? The pure substance which cannot be broken into smaller units known as elements. Example, hydrogen. Okay. Example, oxygen. Example, nitrogen, etc. Okay. Elements in the periodic table, when you will read in higher classes, elements classified into 3 types. First one is known as metals. Second one is known as non-metals. And third one is known as metallites. So you have to read up to class 8 standard only metals and non-metals. Okay. So what is metals? What do you mean the term metals? The kind of element which are hard, strong, okay, shiny and good conductor of heat and electricity known as metals. Okay. What do you mean by non-metals? The kind of element which is soft, okay, and dull, bad conductor of heat and electricity known as non-metals. That means you can say non-metals are the just reverse or opposite of the metals. And there are some elements which shows the properties of both known as metallites. Okay. In some cases they show the property of metals, in other cases they show the property of non-metals. So in your class you have to read only metals and non-metals. Once again, what do you mean by metals? Metals are the elements which are hard, strong, okay, shiny and good conductor of heat and electricity known as metals. And the kind of elements which are soft, okay, dull and bad conductor of heat and electricity known as non-metals. Examples of metals are iron, okay, aluminium, etc. Examples of non-metals are carbon, sulfur, etc. Okay. Now see what do we mean the term physical properties. The various properties by which we can identify metals and non-metals by looking at or touching them, known as physical properties. What do we mean by the term physical properties? The various properties by which we can identify metals and non-metals by looking at or touching its surface, known as physical properties. There are various physical properties by which we can identify which element is metal and which element is non-metal. So first property is state, physical state. When you will classify metals and non-metals on the basis of physical state, you will find that all metals are solid, okay, and non-metals are found in all 3 states of matter: solid, liquid as well as gas. Okay. So on the basis of this you can say all metals are found in solid state, whereas non-metals found in all states of matter, either solid, liquid or gas. Come to the next, that is luster or shine. The shining property of an element is known as luster. All metals are lustrous, that means they have shining property, and all non-metals are non-lustrous, that means they have no shining property. Once again, what on the basis of physical state, all metals are found in solid state. Okay, some are exceptional, whereas non-metals found in all states of matter, solid, liquid or gas. Some are solid, some are liquid, and some are gas. Okay, what do we mean by the term second property, luster or shine? The shining property of an element is known as luster or shine. All metals having lustrous property, non-metals are dull, they have no shining property. Next property, you can see third, that is malleability. The property of an element by which it can be beaten into thin sheets, known as malleability. Metals are malleable, that means they can be beaten into thin sheets, whereas non-metals are non-malleable, that means they cannot be beaten into thin sheets. So this is the first property, physical state. Second one, luster or shine. Third one, malleability. Fourth property, ductility. The property of an element by which it can be drawn into long wires, known as ductility. Okay, what do you mean by ductility? The property of an element by which it can be drawn into long wires is known as ductility. Metals are ductile, that means metals can be drawn into long wires, whereas non-metals are non-ductile, that means non-metals cannot be drawn into long wires. Okay, come to the next property, that is conduction of electricity and heat. Conduction of electricity and heat. Fifth property. Fifth one, conduction of heat and electricity. So all metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. This is the fifth property. So first property is physical state, second one luster or shine, third one malleability, fourth one ductility, fifth one conduction of heat and light. Next one, hardness. Most metals are hard, some are exceptional, whereas most non-metals are soft. So this is the by this physical properties. And last one is melting and boiling point. Okay, though metals have high melting and boiling point, whereas non-metals have low melting and boiling points. So these are the physical properties. And last one is sonority. The ability of an element to produce sound after struck by an hard object is known as sonority. Metals are sonorous because they produce sound, whereas non-metals are non-sonorous because they are unable to produce sound after hitting by the hard object. So these are the total 8 physical properties given in your book. So try to understand once again, listen carefully. What do you mean by physical properties? The various properties by which we can identify metals and non-metals by its surface, by looking at or you can say touching it, known as physical property. There are different total 8 physical properties which is given in your book also. First one, physical state. All metals are found in solid state, whereas non-metals found in all states of matter, solid, liquid as well as gas. Come to the next, luster or shine. So metals, the shining property of an element is known as luster or shine. Metals are lustrous because they have shining property, whereas non-metals are non-lustrous because they have no shining property. Come to the next, malleability. The ability of an element to be beaten into thin sheets is known as malleability. Whereas metals are malleable because they can be beaten into thin sheets, whereas non-metals are non-malleable because they cannot be beaten into thin sheets. Next property, ductility. The ability of an element by which it can be drawn into long wires is known as ductility. Metals are ductile because metals can be drawn into long wires, whereas non-metals are non-ductile because non-metals cannot be drawn into long wires. Next property, conduction of heat and electricity. All metals are considered the good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are the bad conductor of heat and electricity. Next property is hardness. Most of the metals are hard, whereas most of the non-metals are soft. Next is melting and boiling point. All metals having high melting and boiling point, whereas non-metals having low melting and boiling point. Next one, sonority. The property by which an element produce sound after struck by hard object is known as sonority. Metals are sonorous because they able to produce sound after struck by hard object, or you can say after beating by the hard object, whereas non-metals are non-sonorous because non-metals do not produce sound after struck or beaten by the hard object. So these are the various physical properties. When we know the physical properties, we can easily understand which one is metal, which one is non-metal. Okay. So first of all, you have to know once again what do you mean by the term element. The pure substance which cannot be broken into small units known as element. In the periodic table, when you will read in higher classes, elements can be classified into three types: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Okay, but in your class 8, only you have to read only two types of elements: metals and non-metals. Once again, what do you mean by metals? Metals are the kind of elements which are which is strong and hard and good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals just reverse, which are dull, soft and bad conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, now see difference between metals and non-metals. So you can easily differentiate between them when you know physical properties. So you can see the first physical property in the first column, in the second column metals, third column non-metals. So first physical property is, first physical property is physical state. So all metals are mostly solid, whereas non-metals found in all states of metals, solid, liquid, or gas. Next is ductility. Ductility means metals are ductile, non-metals are non-ductile. Next is malleability. Metals are malleable, non-metals are non-malleable. Next is melting and boiling point. Metals have high melting and boiling point, non-metals have low melting and boiling point. Next one, sonority. Metals are sonorous, non-metals are non-sonorous. Next is, you can say, hardness. Metals are hard, non-metals are soft. So these are the various physical properties. When we know physical property, we can easily differentiate metals and non-metals. Okay, so these topics you have to read well. In the next video, I will explain the various chemical properties of the metals and non-metals. Once again, try to understand what do you mean by metals and non-metals. Metals are the hard, strong, shiny and good conductor of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are soft, okay, dull and bad conductor of heat and electricity. So these are the main topics that is related to metals and non-metals and physical properties. Total number of physical properties 8. Okay, and these are, first one you can say physical state, second one ductility, third one malleability, next sonority, next melting and boiling point, next is hardness. Okay, so and when you know these physical properties, you can easily differentiate the metals and non-metals. Okay, so this is all about physical properties of the metals and non-metals. Thank you.